Wow.
Philippines.
The Philippines.
The one and only Catriona Gray from the Philippines is here.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes.
Home of the
Yes.
best dried mangoes ever.
Yes.
Come
I
on.
attest that we have the sweetest mangoes in the world.
Absolutely.
I should have brought some for you guys.
You didn't bring any of the Filipino
I know,
mangoes
I came
with you?
empty-handed. Have to come back.
Exactly. That's just a good excuse.
You didn't bring no balut?
You really like balut?
Yeah.
For anyone listening that doesn't know, it's like it's an egg or a duck embryo.
Yes.
That
Why you look at me like that?
I'm
Obviously,
not
she
a
don't
fan
like
of it.
You're just like disgusted with me right now. Yeah, but it's supposed to have like some mythical qualities about it. Like if men eat it, it's supposed to like. That's what they told me.
It's supposed to what?
It's supposed to, I want to know.
It's supposed to
What
make
did they
you
say?
know more,
Vibrant.
vibrant,
flowing.
your libido. It increases your libido and everything. That's why
Wow.
I've been to the Philippines.
You had some good salesmen wherever you went.
That's not what it does. Yo.
You guys fooled, Sway.
Wait, hold up. I ate, what else did I eat? Milkfish? Mm-hmm. What is that called?
Like tilapia?
Yeah, I did eat some tilapia. I don't eat tilapia anymore. I had some blue crab
Ooh, yum.
on one of those islands where Manny Pacquiao used to own hotels on near Boracay.
Oh, yeah, Boracay. It actually just closed down for a couple of months. They rehabilitated it, cleaned it up, and now they just reopened it. And it's beautiful. You should go back.
It's beautiful? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool, because I tell this story. I had locks back then. I was wearing my locks down. And a lot of the attendants that worked at the shops in Boracay were staring at my hair and saying things in the language Tagalog, and they were talking about me about my hair and the language. And then these darker Filipinos, I think they came down from the hills, came down, and their hair was just like mine.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, and so I felt at home.
Maybe they were saying ganda ang buhok niya, which means your hair's so nice.
Oh, I love you. I understand why you're Miss Universe. That's how you won, huh? Oh, she's smooth, Heather. You hear
I like it.
She got game. Congratulations on the title.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Congratulations on the title. And, it was interesting that, I was telling you that I kind of stopped watching pageants for a while because I just felt like they were putting women on, slabs of, wooden slabs and having to walk across stages and exploiting their bodies. And but this particular competition has done something different now, right?
Yeah, even me, I'm quite a conservative person, even when it comes to being on the beach. But the thing about Miss Universe, it's not just that we're in our bikinis 24/7. Yes, we have a swimsuit competition, but even our judging panel is created up of all women. And these are women who are established. They have their own business. They're philanthropists. So seeing it through that lens, and also there was really an effort made that people got to know us, who we are. Like the first cut, we were able to do an opening statement where we're able to talk about whatever we want for a small amount of time. So the judges are already introduced to us, and we're in cocktail dresses, and then we have these video presentations where we talk about either our childhood, our upbringing, or what we love to do, our causes. So I really feel that in this year of Miss Universe, or in Miss Universe in general, that they really do put an emphasis on who the girl is, what she stands for.
Who was it that got into was it Miss USA? Who made the comments? Miss USA about the Vietnam mocking her?
Yeah, Miss USA.
Made the comments. She since apologized for the comments she made and saw how they could be considered insensitive. I don't know exactly what the comments she talked about. The Miss Vietnam not having a
communication barriers,
command of the English language. It must be hard for her, and people took that and said, man, is that xenophobia? Is that, she's racist and all that? How did you take that?
I know Sarah Rose personally, and she's actually my housemate. And if you would if you would get to know her, you would know that she never meant anything malicious by it. And I know that she's definitely learned from this experience, and I think everyone can. But I think also if you would see it in the lens that she was just admiring the courage of those girls, because imagine you're in the high pressure environment of a pageant, and the translators don't come in until the last week. So there is that extra pressure on them, or are they really are out of their comfort zone? And the fact that they are there and they're thriving in that environment, I think that's what Sarah was commenting on and admiring. Yeah.
And then the media took it and made it into something else. That's what's going on in America right now. So, you know, you got rest of the world got to get used to it, huh?
Yeah.
How does she take it?
I haven't really talked at length with her about it.
Okay.
Because she just arrived last night late.
Okay.
And I've been knocking out super early because I'm jet lagged from the 13-hour difference of the
When they
Philippines
can't
to
even-
New York.
You can't even tell. Does she look jet lag? Oh, cute. Yeah,
Not at all.
It was his birthday.
Not at all.
It was his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday,
Okay.
January baby.
Yeah, Capricorn. Thank you.
My birthday was on Jan 6th.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Little
Wow.
Capricorn.
Nice.
Wow, y'all got that in common. All right. You take a lot of pictures. He's a photographer.
There you go.
Yeah, I'd love to shoot some pictures someday. You know, I know you're busy. You know what I mean? But, you know, someday.
right.
Let's do it.
Are you single? He's single.
The laugh.
Big ass laugh.
Why,
We tried.
Why you laughing?
For your birthday. Oh, it was for your birthday.
Yeah, it's a birthday. I'm just,
She looked at me and laughed.
she's all cracking the hell up.
Oh, you having a rough year.
Yo, you know where else I've been to in the Philippines? Because obviously that date is not going to happen.
Moving right along.
Thanks,
It's a place called, I want to say Cainta, Cainta.
Kainta.
Yes. So I was in that neighborhood as well. It's right outside of somewhere Manila.
Yeah, Rizal.
Yes. And it was culture shock for me
How come?
because I thought I knew what poor was. You know, not in a bad way, but I thought I knew what poverty, you know, is. And I've seen it, but I've never been immersed in the way that I was in that particular community, you know. But regardless of the lack of resources and the fact that it was people were, trying to get power, just to light up their areas. The one thing I really admired, there's a couple things I really admired, it's like the kids didn't know. The kids
That's very
they living in a fantasy. They call me T.O. Sway. They came to me and they gave me, put my hand on their head or
It's a sign of respect for your elders.
Yeah, they put for your elders. They put the whatever.
The old wise man that visits.
Miss Universe.
But T.O. is like uncle, though, right?
Yeah,
T.O. is
yeah.
uncle. Okay.
Tito.
Tito, how you say it?
Tito.
Tito. Okay, Tito Sway.
Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's how they respect their elders. And the food was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the cuisine was amazing. I don't care what you don't have. What you will have is a great meal in the
Filipinos
Philippines.
love to eat. You can't have a party, a get-together, a family meetup without food. No one will come.
Oh, really?
Wow.
No, I'm serious. And there's a tradition every Christmas. So practically we open up all of our houses and everyone just has food and people just drift around to different houses and just eat.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how welcoming Filipinos are. It's a really beautiful aspect of our culture where everyone's practically welcome into the family. Yeah.
What is Love Yourself Philippines?
Love Yourself Philippines is actually a volunteer-run organization that I work with as a volunteer and a spokesperson, and they give free treatment, free counseling support, and free medication in regards to AIDS and HIV.
Wow.
So actually in the Philippines, we do have a problem still with HIV and AIDS in the realm of one, it's not really that accessible outside the city to get testing, to have access to the educational materials and to be aware. And also there's a huge amount of stigma that still exists within the Philippines surrounding HIV and AIDS. So as a spokesperson, I've gone around and done campus tours and really tried to push the cause because I just want people to start to view getting tested as like you're going to get your heart checked up or, it's just a medical checkup that should just be done to look after yourself. But the reality is that the majority of new HIV cases in the Philippines affect people from 15 to 24 years old.
Wow.
15 to 24.
Yes.
Wow.
So imagine they're that young and they're having their life defined by that fear and that stigma. And I think that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because they're not even that age to go out and live their life yet. So yeah, that's really what I advocate for. to go out and get tested, to open up the dialogue, and to make testing and treatment more readily available and affordable.
Miss Universe, y'all. Catriona Gray is here. If you never talked to a Miss Universe in your life, this is your chance. 888-742-3345. We also going to put her to the test, see where her talents really lie. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. I love you guys. I feel like that should have been added in the end, right? That's all. It's a beautiful song. But I love you guys. In the end, I could have just said that for you.
That sounds very Michael Jackson.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm. Come on, Catriona's influenced by Michael. Everybody in the Philippines loves Michael Jackson.
Because it reminds me of like a Heal the World.
Oh, thank you.
Like, how much karaoke have you done in your life where you sang Michael Jackson?
Oh. Well, we're a karaoke nation.
You're the leading karaoke nation.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's actually Filipino who created karaoke, but it was trademarked by a Japanese person.
Is that real? Is that true?
I think so.
Wow.
Okay.
Don't quote me on it, but I read it once.
What about karaoke? Is it kind of like you can somewhat live vicarious, like be a star in that one moment of the song?
Honestly, I feel like Filipinos are just, we love to belt out a tune. And I heard someone, tell me an interesting thing. They think that because when we're babies, the mothers have a tendency to tap and sway and hum. And so they were like, that's why Filipinos have an ingrained sense of music, because as a kid, the mother
Filipinos
does
can
that.
dance their asses off too.
Great break dancers.
Hell yeah.
Oh, well, no, hold up. Not break dancers. Great breakers.
I'm breakers.
Yeah, well, that's the correct way to say it. There's no such thing as a break dancer. It's just breakers.
Okay.
Dancers who break. That's just some hip hop. You told me you know hip hop.
I'm being educated now.
Okay, there it is. Miss Universe.
You mentioned singing. We were talking about karaoke and everything. The lead singer who joined the band Journey
was
found on YouTube by the band members, and he was just like putting up videos on his own.
Yep.
And then so they found him and they called him up, and he thought it was a joke. Now he sings for one of like the biggest bands in the world.
Right. Yeah. It's an amazing story.
It's an amazing story. Catriona, what do you hope to do with this title? What is your plan?
I mean, I just want to do as much as I can with causes. And I don't necessarily want to restrict myself to just Young Focus Philippines, which my single is in collaboration with to create awareness for, but also, branch out to in different countries too, because I'm not just a Miss Philippines anymore. Being a Miss Universe, I have the opportunity to really travel around and hopefully do good and give a positive impact, whether it be through the platform that I have or through social media or through good work that I could do on ground. So I want my year to be characterized by that. Of course, there's the fun of it, there's the travel of it, there's the events and the glamour, but at the end of the day, having been a volunteer in charities for 3 years now, that's just something that's fulfilling to me as a human being.
I like that. We need to get her with Putin and Trump and, head of China and all those different people. What would you say to them if you got to get together with all the world leaders of China, Russia, and America? What would you ask of them if you could ask them to?
I would want to walk them through the underserved areas. I think people need to see it with their own two eyes, just like what you said. It wasn't until you experienced it personally and were there. It impacts you, doesn't it? In such a way that you're never the same again.
Absolutely. I haven't been the same since I left the Philippines, and I went to Boracay and I went fishing in the waters. And it was some beautiful waters. You could see the Florida Ocean from wherever we were. It's a beautiful place. And the dichotomy of how beautiful it is and then the poverty at the same time. The haves and the have-nots is crazy out there.
Yep.
Same as it is out here. But I think you're a beacon of light, Miss Universe.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Couple things you want to do before you go. That song was so beautiful.
Thank you.
And I know you have you have a master's certificate in music theory from Berkeley College of Music, right?
Yep.
So you have a beautiful voice, obviously. We thought we'll remix your single right here live on the air.
That's so cool.
You got to sing it, though.
Oh, okay. Is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's so good, right?
What do you need me to do?
Sing the lyrics.
Okay. Is this the chorus or the verse intro?
It's a
Verse.
One thing.
No shoes on their feet, The kids begging in the streets, and the mother's got a baby with no food to eat. And I'm sad I'm driving by, pretending not to see. But if a change is gonna come, then it's gotta start with me. And I don't ever wanna eat again, long as you ain't got a home. You can use my only bed to rest your weary head, 'cause we're in this together.
In this together. Bring the second verse.
We're gonna have a breakdown. That was groovy. I love that.
She forgot to add that part. I love you.
I was going.
I was waiting for you.
I love you. Okay, there you go. Miss Universe is take it out. I was pretty good. You like that?
Yeah, that was fun.
I noticed when you caught it, you was like, okay, I see what
I
we're
was
doing.
grooving.
Yeah, you start rocking to it. All you needed is some background dancers. We had you. All right, now another thing we like to do is first time guest Tracy G.
Yes, we do something called the mystery sack.
Go ahead and reach in.
Dig deep, dig deep.
Put your hands into Sway's sack.
That sounds gross.
It's Sway's Mystery Sack
Why you look-
on Shade 45.
You look frightened. How you know if you stick your hand in my sack, it won't be a pleasurable experience?
Oh, Lord.
Jeez. Come on, Miss Universe.
What did I get myself into, guys?
How do I correctly pronounce your name?
Catriona.
Catriona. All right.
Yeah.
You're going to stick your hand in the sack, pull out
very
one
sparkly.
question. Yeah,
Yeah.
sparkly. One at a
The
time.
sparkly sack.
You have to read it out loud, and you have to answer honestly.
If you had to start your life over in a completely new country, which would it be and why? I would choose Japan.
Okay.
Honestly, I love the food, and I think their culture is so interesting, and I love their scenery too.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Just as simple as that is.
And they were
Question
smart
number
enough to
2.
copyright the word karaoke.
There you go. And you know they have good karaoke bars
Oh,
there
they got
too.
the banging ones. Whole experience.
What's your favorite food from a country other than your own? I just tried Cuban food the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first time, and it's actually quite similar to Filipino food. And it was really like comfort food, heavy but super tasty. So I would choose that.
Why? It's a lot of why is that though? The Spanish.
We were colonized by
You were
Spanish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
For I think it was 300 years.
Damn.
Yeah, you're not alone.
So it's really it really heavily influenced our culture. So
them Spanish got around, man.
Oh
they
my gosh.
they conquered. We call
Yeah.
colonized. Well, they conquered a lot of territory over the centuries.
Last one. Wow.
Yeah.
what are 3 to 5 travel essentials everyone should pack? Well, I guess coming to New York, a good coat,
All
Yeah.
right.
your phone with an internet connection for Google Maps so you can get around.
Okay.
A good pair of walking shoes
Okay. That's
because
cool.
that's important.
That's 3.
Your wallet. I'm allowed 5, right?
Okay, oh,
wallet
5,
with
okay.
some money, not an empty wallet.
Okay. Have to get your bank up, kid.
5. I don't know.
Toothpaste.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
Toothpaste, but
All right.
with no toothbrush.
Point. Yeah, well, depending on where you're from, you use your finger.
Get out.
That's-
Sway. Don't pay
There
no
it is, right there.
So, have you done that?
Absolutely. When I was in the Philippines. No, I'm just joking.
No, Callaway. Wow.
No, hold on. So if you want to talk with Miss Universe, 888-742-3345. Terry Stockton is on the Terry is on the
T.
line. What up, Terry?
Hey, Terry.
Hey, how you doing, Real Sway? How you doing, Miss Universe?
Hi, Terry. How are you?
I'm good.
What's your comment?
Hey, my comment is I never heard her before, and my wife has a lot of Filipino friends who do karaoke, and she does the Zuma thing, and I've heard a lot of them before, and by far she has the most beautiful voice I've heard in a long time, just so natural, beautiful. And then I heard your remix right now, which I had to call back and be like, this girl, she needs to be on every Disney cartoon, Fantasia, Mermaid, because she can sing anybody's lyrics. She's badass, bro. And Rail Sway, thank you for putting her on because now I know who she is.
Wow, the man.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you.
Sarah, you are a citizen, man.
Sway in the
So
morning.
is your wife. I like that. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're making a hit. They picked the right one right here, ladies and gentlemen. Give a round of applause.
Thank you.
Catriona Gray. Your family must be thrilled about this.
They are over the moon. And, you know, it's so funny. Nothing connects you to long lost, forgotten family members like joining a pageant.
They coming out the woodworks, huh?
Yeah, it's like I'm your uncle's cousin, sibling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody becomes related, man. Imagine how Manny must feel, right? Everybody knows Manny. You ever meet Manny?
I haven't met him yet, but I believe I'm getting the chance to watch one of his fights this year, which is really exciting.
The recent Adrian Broner. He's fighting Broner, I think, in a couple of weeks, matter of fact.
Wow.
Yeah, Adrian Broner's a pretty bad dude in the ring.
It's going to be a really interesting fight.
Absolutely. He's been up here before, too, Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Adrian.
And Adrian Broner. Manny threw a five punch combination that went by so fast. The noise when he hit the pads, the noise came a few seconds after he made contact with the pads.
January 19th. Is
January. That's when the fight is. All right, man. I'm glad we got to meet.
Me
Congratulations.
too. Thank you so much
Are you
for having
nervous?
me.
I just got nervous. I'm looking at her like, yo, she really is beautiful right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got stunned right there. I'm not even gonna look at you no more. All right, Catriona Gray, my Miss Universe. Congratulations.
Thank
Go
you.
off and be great. You sound amazing. Get a new single. We're in this together. And that concludes our show. All right, tomorrow's show. Who we got, DB?
Oh man, it's a humdinger. We got
Iyanla Von Sant is
Yes.
coming by.
Fixing Lives.
All right.
Gretchen Carlson. is also
Gretchen
gonna
Carlson will be here tomorrow as well.
And Jabuki Young White, the youngest correspondent on The Daily Show.
Nice. I'm excited for tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow should be cool. Okay, DB, how can they reach you?
Everywhere at It's Really DB.
I'm fluttered too. OQ Shoots on Instagram. Check me out.
Okay, cool.
At DJ Wonder everywhere. And if I had one wish for OQ's birthday, would you just follow me on Instagram at DJ Wonder?
I love how you just like point it out.
I'm at the Happy Hour, WHB on Instagram and on Twitter, the Happy Hour.
Twitter, Instagram for me, citizens, at It's Tracy, GITSTRACY.
If people want to follow you, how should they follow you?
They can find me on all the Miss Universe social media. So that's at Miss Universe on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And if they want to follow me personally, it's at Catriona_Gray.
Catriona_Gray. Okay, Wonder, why don't you follow her and then shoot her a link to the remix, and in that way she'll follow you. OQ, you can do the same. All right, I'm at Real Sway across the board. And also, we got our Kevin Hart interview is going up today. It's already up on Sway'sUniverse.com. On the Lindsay Lohan interview is up as well. Go make sure you go check that out. Allison Williams interview is up as well.
Yeah.
And all the other ones will be up today as well. So make sure you check that out. Until tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we have nothing left to say.